Hello, I'm Dr. Norma Jones.
I'm Dr. Greg Langner.
Together, we want to address the discipline of communication studies in light of the proliferation of artificial intelligence, or AI, across multiple contexts. More specifically, we would like to address why cybernetic communication should be recognized as an overlapping field of study in the communication studies discipline. AI fundamentally transforms communication practices, making us rethink the principles of human communication altogether. AI offers advanced tools for data analysis, introduces new dynamics in human technology interactions, raises vital ethical and social questions, influences media and content creation, shapes public discourse, and enhances communication and learning in educational environments. Additionally, cybernetic communication has the potential to build on existing scholarship from our discipline, while also allowing us to break new ground and remain relevant in the rapidly evolving landscape of highly realistic replicants of human intelligence, such as AI. Let's start with an overview of why cybernetic communication helps encapsulate these oncoming changes in the discipline of communication studies. First, we will define cybernetic communication, or cybercom. Second, we will consider ways to study and apply cybercom in practical settings. Lastly, we'll address how cybercom could be examined using different research methods. Let's start with what is cybercom. Building on Donna Haraway's 1985 essay, A Cyborg Manifesto, and Robert Craig's 1999 article, Communication Studies as a Field, we propose that cybercom is the dualistic exchange and flow of information and ideas through and within human and technological systems. This includes digital interactions such as virtual and augmented reality environments, as well as human AI and AI to AI interactions.
In short, cybernetic communication is the study of communication systems and their various components, which contain their own systems of communication. Cybercom uncovers how information is transmitted, organized, and processed through systems which exist as parts of other systems. Cybernetic communication vitally reminds us to recognize the complexities of the subjects we examine and talk about, along with the intricate ways subjects are connected with one another. Through cybercom, we recognize how cause and effect are rarely linear. Rather, when something is important and complicated, like a tragic and violent conflict between enemy states resulting in mass civilian casualties, there are in fact many causes, which may all contribute to the tragedy, but may also originate from different sources and connect to one another in different ways, especially if the enemy states have long and complex histories of conflict and animosity. Cybernetic communication has been used to better understand, develop, and inform supply chain systems, medical sciences like endocrinology, organizational structures and protocols, social revolutions, promotional campaigns, large-scale productions and events, and a great deal more. Within the cybernetic tradition of communication studies, miscommunication is considered a disruption to the system and a detriment to whatever outcomes the system is designed to produce. For example, during a humanitarian crisis, when relief aid programs have to navigate vast networks of international law, as well as local laws and social and cultural norms and customs, miscommunication between relief aid or government workers may result in missed arrivals of life-saving supplies and medical personnel needed to serve vulnerable civilian populations.
Cybernetic communication in today's context involves interactions across and within human and AI technology systems in order to facilitate both synchronous or live and asynchronous communication, connecting individuals and groups across various contexts and geographies. Let's break down the scope, relevance, and flexibility of cybercom. Starting with scope, cybernetic communication addresses human to AI and AI to AI interactions. AI's role across various communication contexts, including interpersonal and organizational communication, and virtual environments. Next, let's address the relevance of cybercom.
Cybernetic communication is crucial for understanding how continuing technological and intellectual advances like AI, and those prior, like written language and the development of mass literacy, which the famous yet well-challenged philosopher Plato even admonished as inauthentic or a detriment to human memory, all together transform modern communication practices, influence our social dynamics, enhance digital literacy, and raise new and critical public discourses around privacy and security.
AI reflects an emerging landscape of communication more intuitively mediated and altered by technology, signaling how human and machine interactions will become more impactfully integrated into our systems of social and civic rules and norms. Cybercom can also adapt with emerging AI technologies and trends by integrating insights gained through observing and engaging with human communication. Next, let's consider ways we can examine and apply cybercom. Cybercom could be applied or assessed in a variety of ways, including competence, intercommunication, literacy, and ethics. Let's start with cybercom competence. In this area, we could focus on skills needed to effectively communicate with AI systems. This could include prompt engineering and changes to how we interact with machines, as AI systems learn to become more human-like from our words and emotions. Next, we could consider the interactive and reciprocal nature of communication between humans and AI, or intercommunication. This is important as the lines between machines and humans become more porous. We could also include AI to AI interactions. Then, we could address the knowledge and skills required to navigate and utilize digital communication tools effectively, or AI literacy. This includes knowledge of how AI works, its applications, and the skills to engage with AI tools in various contexts. Lastly, let's consider ethics in cybercom. In this area, we could review issues such as misinformation, privacy, consent, and the ethical use of digital media and AI, emphasizing the importance of ethical considerations in maintaining the integrity and social responsibility of communication processes. With this in mind, let's move on to assessing how cybercom could be examined using different research methods, such as quantitative, qualitative, and critical forms of analysis. Let's start with quantitative, or statistically driven methods. For this area, researchers could examine patterns, relationships, and trends in cybercom. These could include measuring user satisfaction and trust in AI-driven customer service chatbots, analyzing the impact of AI recommendations on content consumption patterns on streaming platforms, and reviewing the quality and efficiency of writing by using AI assistants. Also, we could examine frequency and types of AI-generated content shared on social media. From qualitative perspectives, we could consider the subjective experiences, meanings, and complexities of AI-mediated communication through in-depth descriptive data. We can identify unique trends by focusing on the uniquely expressed perspectives of individuals whose experiences do not fit into available categories, labels, or stereotypes. For example, research could include investigating how users perceive and interact with AI-driven personal assistants like Siri or Alexa, exploring the dynamics of user interaction with AI in virtual reality environments, and understanding the role of AI in enhancing or hindering communication within remote work teams. Critical scholars could examine the power dynamics, ideologies, and social implications of AI-mediated communication, aiming to uncover and challenge inequalities and injustices that influence the development of AI, while reproducing those injustices through AI. For example, researchers could analyze how AI algorithms may reinforce gender or racial biases in communication platforms, investigate the representation and potential biases in AI-generated content and its impact on public perception, and critique the ethical implications of AI surveillance and data privacy in communication technologies. Critical scholars could also consider how AI could help to bridge human equity gaps, especially for learners with different developmental or other cognitive abilities and disabilities. Let's review. In this presentation, we addressed how cybernetic communication is a useful way to address our current technological shifts in communication studies as a discipline. First, we considered what cybernetic communication, or cybercom, is. Second, we discussed ways to study and apply cybercom. Lastly, we addressed how cybercom could be examined using different research methods. We have the opportunity to further address these areas as we consider the future of cybernetic communication. They include how cybercom overlaps and is distinct from existing ways we examine human communication in our field. What are different ways we, as communication studies scholars, play a crucial role in the integration and proliferation of AI? Lastly, we could consider the shifting boundaries between humans and machines as we become more intertwined as symbol-using, communicating, and miscommunicating cybernetic beings. In sum, as communication studies scholars, we are uniquely positioned to contribute to the integration and proliferation of AI by enhancing human-AI interactions, addressing ethical and social implications, analyzing communication patterns, promoting inclusivity, and fostering interdisciplinary collaboration. By leveraging our expertise, we can help ensure that AI technologies are developed and used in ways that are ethical, inclusive, and beneficial to society. I'm Dr. Norma Jones.
I'm Dr. Greg Langner.
Thank you for watching.